wine will be perfect.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you like your wine younger than I like my wine, but that's fair.
Thanks.
You are the guy that makes the wine after all. Welcome to another fabulous episode of The Wine Couch. Today I am here with Fabrizio Pecciarini, from owner of La Colombina Winery. One of the wines that we are very successful with here in Ontario. People literally love this wine. They can't get enough. Even the LCBO, they like to buy this wine, and they buy it by the hundreds of cases. So Fabrizio, I'd love to hear a little bit more about La Colombina Winery, your passion for wine, how did you get into the business, and everything that you feel about the Montalcino area and that sort of lovely stuff.
Montalcino area is a hill with different kind of soil at different altitude, so we can obtain many different kind of quality. So we are in the southeast area of Montalcino, in a very fertile area. And our vineyard are 400 meters above the sea level and 150 meters above the sea level, in a hill with different characteristics, so we can pick our grape who can give us to our wine more complexity, because every vineyard every year change result. So my old parents start to produce wine around 1860, around.
1860?
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Very, very long time.
So this winery's been in your family for...
But we have a big problem in Europe around the end of this century. We have the Phylloxera, and many plants die.
Almost all the plants died, right?
Yes, so my old parents started to produce olive oil.
Yeah.
And this is our main activity until winter 1985, when 1 month of snow and ice kill our big plant of olive. And so my father and my grandfather started to convert our business, another time put off the olive dye and plant a new vineyard.
All right.
So we start with a limited production until our plant grow up and can guarantee us a good quality grape to restart to produce a good Brunello di Montalcino. So the first vintage of Brunello di Montalcino for us was 1997. With a very limited production.
That's a lucky first year, though. Come on, yes. That's like the best year ever.
Yeah, we started to plant our new vineyard around 1984-85.
Okay.
And then, so we have not very old, but quite old vineyard who can give us good fruit.
Right.
And our production of last year are around 30,000 bottles of Brunello.
Okay.
So.
And how many bottles of Rosso?
Around 10,000. We are in a very rich valley, I tell you, so we obtain from our plant a very limited production, and our grape are very strong in struttura and alcohol.
All right.
My father, the winemaker of the farm, tried to obtain wine lovely more possible using this strong grape.
Yeah.
With the long aging on wood,
Yeah.
principally French wood. My father in these years make a selection of wood to give more complexity to our wine. Our best quality Sangiovese grape have the fermentation also in wood container. So we speak about for our Brunello di Montalcino around 40 months of aging.
40 months. Okay.
And
do you use new oak mostly, or?
we use new and old oak because long aging like this cannot use only new wood because the smell can be terrible.
Yeah.
So we have to mix new wood and old wood all to obtain the characteristic style of our farm.
Right.
So we have started to produce in this last year the Palpito.
Yep.
Our region is very famous for Sangiovese style. Mm-hmm. Brunello and Rosso di Montalcino have only Sangiovese grape inside.
Right.
In these last years, my father started to produce this wine, Palpito. This is a blend of different grape. Mm-hmm. The blend can change every vintage because every vintage of Sangiovese have different characteristics. So my father, after taste the Sangiovese, decided what is the best blend each vintage. For example, we have a 2012. We have used the Merlot, Cabernet and Sangiovese in the same quantity.
So a third, a third, a third.
Around, just a little bit of Pinot Noir.
Oh, you put Pinot Noir in there?
Yes.
I never knew.
For us, is a new entry because my father started to make some experiment using the Pinot Noir. Mm-hmm. And we try interesting to use this Pinot Noir to give more perfume to our wine. Not very much because we have a very sunny summer and the maturation of the Pinot Noir in our region is not excellent.
Right.
So we prefer use just a little bit in this kind of wine.
It wasn't too long ago I was out there visiting. Remember?
Sorry.
I came out to visit you not too long ago. Yeah, it was a very nice visit.
And
I was grateful. You fed us well. You fed us nice wines, and I'm looking forward to trying these wines today. Want to tell us a little bit about each one you brought, and maybe we'll taste them at the same time.
We believe that the focus of our job is work very well in the vineyard.
Yeah.
Then. The quality obtained in the vineyard we have to keep in the cellar. And then we have built this new cellar where we have welcomed you.
Yeah.
In 2006.
Okay.
So inside this new cellar we have used many new technology. Because in our mind the union of our old characteristic,
right,
helped by new technology, can also improve the quality of our wine.
Yeah, of course. You got to the blend the new with the old. New technology, old style.
Yes,
and you come out with something
this
beautiful.
Fusion can guarantee us more high level in our wine.
Yeah.
And we can control better the characteristic of each vintage.
Well, you're getting me all excited now. Should we try them?
Yes. We start with the Palpito, the blend wine.
And so, how many how many hectares of vineyards do you have?
We have around 4.5 hectares in this moment. We are in our mind we like to plant 2 more hectares in the next 2 years.
Okay, big project. Beautiful, perfect.
Voila. In our mind, this is a wine for every day, easy to drink. We can drink this wine eating a lot of dish.
Yeah.
A very good balance between price and quality.
Yeah. Tip to the scale of value.
The next vintage will be the 2015 for this wine, because in our mind this Palpito needed to have freshness inside.
Yeah.
So with this new vintage we want vogliamo valorizzare value.
I don't know. A value.
We want to value this characteristic of freshness.
Right.
Okay.
Good. Well, this is actually drinking perfectly right now. I mean, it seems like it has just the right amount of age. I hope you have some left. Can we order more still?
This is one characteristic of the Sangiovese 2012, the sweetness, ready to drink. So every year we have not the same characteristic, so we're looking for more freshness to be a wine ready to drink immediately, not to keep for a long time in the cellar, because we want this new freshness in this wine.
Well, it's a hell of a wine.
Totally the opposite of the Sangiovese style.
Yeah, well, I like it. It's got a perfect balance all the way through. It's very nice.
It's the taste of my father, the winemaker. Sure, our wine will be bottled only if the characteristic of the wine respect the taste of my father. So the changing of the blend each vintage, depending to find the characteristic of my father like in a wine.
Right. Along. This is the 2015 Rosso di Montalcino. How's my Italian accent? It's good? Good.
Very good.
So, very nice wine. I actually like the labels of these. I find them to be very elegant.
We speak about Sangiovese style.
Yeah.
The style of our area. Here the vintage make the difference, because we can use only Sangiovese grape about this vintage.
You can smell it, it's nice and ripe.
For quantity and quality.
Yeah.
And we believe in the future we can obtain a fantastic Brunello 2015.
Yeah, you can smell it already. I mean, you got nice bright red fruit, you got forest floor, little cedar in there, perfect amount of ripeness. It's just gonna be, I mean, if you're looking forward to the 2015 Brunellos, you might want to start with the 2015 Rosso di Montalcinos, because you're gonna get a good idea of where the wine's gonna go. Am I right?
Sure, in this moment, the evolution of this vintage is fantastic. Can give us good flavor, a very good balance. So we are very happy about the result of this Rosso di Montalcino. To produce this Rosso di Montalcino, our grape have around 20 months of aging on wood.
Okay.
Then 4-6 months of refining on bottle before I start the sale.
Okay.
Some vintage required more time, some vintage required less time of refining on bottle, but for the Sangiovese is very, very important, the refining on bottle. After the bottling, the wine is very stressed, so keep in the cellar, in the bottle for a long time, the wine refined a very good balance.
Yeah, and that's how I would describe this wine. It's perfectly balanced. Yum. It's even got a little spice on it.
We want that our customer receive a wine ready to drink.
That's a luxury.
And for this Rosso di Montalcino, we have studied one long fermentation to extract the maximum from the skin of the Sangiovese.
Right.
So long fermentation with the temperature control.
Yep.
And generally more is strong the vintage, more is long this fermentation, because the skin of the Sangiovese is more mature, and we have to extract the maximum from this.
Right.
So long fermentation we can obtain this with this long fermentation.
Right. So can you tell me, or tell our audience, of course, what's the difference between a Brunello di Montalcino and a Rosso di Montalcino? Is it just the amount of time in oak, or is there a different vineyards?
For us, in our winery, we make this choice. We have a Rosso aged, but we can find on the market also the Rosso di Montalcino not aged.
Right.
A fermentation in igneous container and then go in the bottle.
Right.
So in our the idea of the winemaker is obtain wine lovely with using long aging. Right. So sometimes the difference between our Rosso and the Brunello are not very high. Right. Because we're speaking about 18-20 months of aging, when according to the law, the Brunello needed to stay on aging minimum 24 months. Right. So very, very near.
That's right. So, but do the grapes come from the same vineyards? Is it a selection?
We choose our grape depending of the oldest of the vineyard. Right. Because I said before that to produce a good Brunello, we cannot use a very young plant. Need to be minimum plant with 7-10 years of life, because the structure of the grape change a lot when the plant grow up and the radici go down in the soil.
Right. The deeper, it changes the flavor profile of the wine.
Change a lot because the plant can extract the maximum from our soil.
Yeah.
The young plant have not this characteristic. So maybe we use the young vineyard for the production of these two wine, and the oldest for the Brunello and the EGT Super Tuscan.
Okay. So should we try the Brunello?
Yes, sure.
You drink very well.
This Brunello stay on wood 40 months for our choice because we believe this long aging can do only well to our grape.
And do you,
This is the idea of the winemaker.
and do you use French oak? Do you use American oak, Slovenian oak, Austrian oak?
We use
Mixture?
75% of the wood in our cellar come from Rome, France.
Okay.
The rest come from Slovenia. We have a different supplier with a different flavor, all to obtain the maximum from our stock of wood.
It's a good idea.
Is the idea of the winemaker for this moment. My father decided have good ideas. We want that our wine have this taste, already this taste.
Right.
This is using the same wood. We not change a lot the characteristic of our stock of wood.
So what would be
The
the...
vintage 2013 was a vintage very, very sunny.
Yeah.
High temperature, very strong maturation of our grape. We speak about around 15 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's a very strong wine. Probably need a few months on bottle of refining on bottle to become excellent, because Brunello born to be a wine with a long life. So we cannot expect to we cannot try a Brunello just opened very good, but who have a very long life in the time.
Right.
We are famous in the world because Brunello have this characteristic.
And when, if you had your choice, when do you guess this wine will be perfectly ready to drink?
I believe in 1 year, 1 year and a half after the bottling, we can appreciate the maximum power of this vintage.
Okay.
So we bottled this wine last summer. For next autumn, I believe
The wine will be perfect.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you like your wine younger than I like my wine, but that's fair.
Thanks.
You are the guy that makes the wine after all.
I like to propose my wine because I believe in the power of it.
All right, Fabrizio. That was really nice. I'm really glad you took the time to come out and see us today, and I'm grateful. And I love the wines, and I look forward to working together for many years to come.
Thank you very much. We like to have a partnership with you.
Good.
We are very happy, and we hope to continue long, long time.
Cheers.